All right, all right, all right. Guess who's back? Slim Shady. All right, let's get right into it. Good Tuesday morning. Got some rain going on over here. What do we got? We got ISM. So this is it I think they used to call it PSM, but this is where there's a sampling of purchasing managers. I think about 300 purchasing managers, and they get a feel for what the orders are for manufacturing. And this is due out at 10 o'clock. It's what we're going to watch. We want a bad number. Bad is good in this economy. We want to see that the Fed actions are having an effect, which we've already seen it. So I'm expecting that this number should come within expectation, or a little below would be nicer for the market. And then obviously you have the recession fear argument that will sell some news articles. But there's more news articles that they're selling. Now they're going to sell the recession energy fears, and they're going to start with a what if, right? They're going to start talking about what if this happens in the U.S., and then they're going to evolve that into a risk, like we're at risk of this happening. And so the what if starts probably this week because of what Russia's pulling. At least these are my news predictions. This is what we're going to start hearing about. What if? What if? What if? You know, how many businesses can't operate because they can't produce energy, or it's too expensive to produce energy, and then they'll start talking about if that happens here, the slowdown in manufacturing and layoffs, and then they'll talk about it so much that it'll become a possible risk. In a few weeks, they're going to probably evolve and start leaning on that. And yeah, you know, which it's all bullshit. We're doing all right. We're producing plenty of oil. We're actually the largest exporter of oil and gas in the world right now. So I mean, what if that means we slow down what we're shipping and we maintain our country? That's what if. So yeah, so anyway, keep an eye on that. So manufacturing, that's what they're going to start looking at today at 10 o'clock at 9:45. So everything is going to have an effect while we're in our trading day. So that's what we're going to look at. We got the PMIs for the S&P, the final for August, for service and both composite. And yeah, you know, those are our fears. Next week we got some doozies coming out, but balance of trade. We've got a few things to look for this week, but next week we get inflation rate year over year and core rate year over year, and I think everybody's kind of waiting on that number. We're getting the volatility though today. I'm pretty confident. Let's take a quick look at CNBC and see what rhetoric they're pushing. They're probably getting to the what if stories already. Stock futures rise as Wall Street looks to break 3-week high. Return after Labor Day trade could be volatile. Yeah, it could be. It could be dead. It could go up, could go down. Kramer's investigating. Russia doubles down on energy supply warnings. Yeah, no surprises. Okay, but yeah, this is going to be the trigger for the new what if scenario. Just like I said when they talked about raising interest rates and slowing down demand, the what if story was going to be recession. Now they're kind of easing everybody into the idea that recession's inevitable. And okay, it's probable, but yet, you know, I mean, it could be so subtle that it's really no big deal. And I don't think anybody's looking at that scenario. So buttons. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm having a hard time getting jump started. So let's just get right into the mix, shall we? And we're going to take a look at a few different markets. So we're looking at here's oil on the daily. We had this nice flag we put in, nice tombstone. It's not really a tombstone. If it was up here, it'd be a tombstone. But that's what the doji represents, kind of a tombstone doji, and it created a bear flag, and the flag triggered overnight. So we're pushing down. I'm bearish on oil. We'll watch this support right here. Actually, we could even get rid of that line. And if you trade in oil, I can get you a better entry, which is what I'm going to be looking at. I bet just these 2 bars will put that nice entry in. Yeah, it went there. All right. I'm looking at that entry right there. So I'm bearish. And I'm looking at a major support at 84. So you know, you got a lot of support down at 84. So watch that. But I'm watching for a break here, and I'm bearish pending a break of that line on some oil. So let's take a look at RBOB, which is fuel, gasoline, which is also very bearish. We had a daily bear flag, and we're getting ready to trigger right now. So if you're not trading gasoline, look to the pump. It's usually a 3 or 4 day lag. If we push down 3 or 4 days later, you're going to see it at the pump. But I just figure this is good information for everybody's spending money. And it's Tuesday, beginning of the week. You got to fuel up, you got to drive to work, or maybe you fueled up and you fuel up at the end of the week. But I think at the end of the week is a good time to fuel up. And the other thing I want to look at is natural gas, because that's a big home heater, and we're getting into that season, and you want to know. And here's the dailies, man, looking very negative, man. Look at that rollover on the on which it's perplexing, seems counterintuitive, but here's the rollover on the Mac Daddy. It looks like a little head and shoulders that is currently breaking or trying to break. Yeah, you know, if you peer into it, it's showing subtly that pattern, which is a pattern I appreciate. I really like that, the head and shoulders pattern. Very easy to calculate. So figure this bad boy's coming down into the high 7s at least. I bet we find a bottom somewhere around 7.5 at the moment. Wild, because I mean, when I was trading this a couple of years ago, I was trading in the $3 range. So anyway, yeah, we're looking at natural gas pulling back. So we're coming into winter. We got Russia kicking its feet. I mean, that's why I said counterintuitive. The pattern would tell me that they don't believe the story. You know, they don't believe the energy story, the energy fears. I mean, if you're buying fuel for your home, then you could wait. But as far as going short, I don't know, man. There's so many factors out there that I'm just gonna watch this. But if it gets cheap, I'm gonna watch for a trend reversal pattern. And I might get involved. I haven't really gotten involved with futures, but so much going on that commodity futures, at least, so much going on that I'm going to take a look. And then, so what do we get out of the way? We got all that out of the way. Let's take a quick look at gold. You know, there's nothing going on in gold. I'm not even getting data. Data. There you go. Yeah. I got nothing. I know I've been laying off on gold for a whole bunch. Here's BTC. BTC, I'm loving. Just churning around in that channel. I like this, man. I like, yeah, you know, when I see a product, especially something that was such a cowboy product stuff, start consolidating like this, and you know, just I mean, this is thought right here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I see some intellect going into the product. I feel a lot better about the asset class. So yeah, really, I'm just chilling out now. I mean, I own it. I'm long. It's no big deal. Not a huge position, but just getting my interest so that I develop trading rules on it. But I'm just chilling out right now until I break this channel, until it breaks out of this channel. Once it goes into expansion, I'm going to take a position. So I'm looking to take a position breaking this red line or breaking the green line. And, you know, it's obviously a trading position. It's not a matter of investing in the vehicle, only because well, you know what? I am chipping away at it as far as investment and just leaving it on the sides. Obviously, I do that on aggressive dips, but this trade that I'm waiting for here is just to get back into it as a trading vehicle. As far as investing in it, I'm comfortable buying a little bit right here if anybody's concerned or wants my opinion. So yeah, you know, I'd chip away a little bit of it here. I'd chip away a little bit if it dips around, down. I mean, I'm not putting substantial money in it in relation to my investments. And I think that's how you should look at it. It shouldn't be a substantial part of your portfolio, but hey, it exists. So have a piece. It's there. Nibble a little. So where are we now? BTC. Oh man, what do we got to do? We just got to do the old S&P, the money maker, or Dave's money. Ah, yes, sister's ass. I always do that. Think. There you go. So the money maker, the day trading vehicle. All right. So we had a nice run up on Friday, and then that afternoon shellacking. So I figure Russia's antsy. You had that shit that he pulled, and really that's around the time that this thing tanked, where they shut down Nord Stream, and now they're saying they won't get it until they fix a leak in some equipment that Siemens has, and Siemens says it's irrelevant. So yeah, Russia's playing games. What? Any surprise? I mean, they're not even good games. This is like a shitty wife, who has these cheesy ass manipulation tactics that you can see right through, and you're like, whatever. So yeah, voice of experience. I don't understand how this is really affecting anybody. And if you didn't think that Russia was going to weaponize oil and didn't prepare for that, then you got to be a bozo. So this is knee-jerk reaction to sensationalism. That's sell-off. I'm thinking, my opinion. And you're going into it a long weekend, and who knows what's going to happen. You don't want to be stuck in the market, and that might have initiated some aggressive selling. And then the algorithms get a hold of that momentum and jump all over that shit, start tanking it. Then, the sissies come out and get frightened, and they want to get out. And I think that's what led to that aggressive sell-off. So it created a bear flag on the 5th, I think. Is it the 5th? Yeah. And here's Friday. So actually Friday created a bear flag. And then the 5th did a little more retrace, just moved the flag up a little more aggressively. And the flag triggered earlier today. So it triggered to the downside earlier today. And yet we're pushing up. So we may get into the market and then turn around and continue that sell-off. I'm watching this trend line. I'm neutral right now because I got a lot of variables in it. And, I'm watching this trend line. I haven't looked at a short-term chart yet. I'll do that at 9 o'clock. As a matter of fact, join me live at 9 o'clock. And you know what? Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. And while I'm at it, I want to throw a shout-out to PR Yeti, who made a few shekels, and he's consistently generous like that. He made a few bucks trading with us in the live trading channel, and went ahead and threw us a big thank you, bought us a couple of beers. I believe he did it through PayPal. So in the descriptions below, we got a Patreon account, we got PayPal. I think we have Cash App or something like that. So we have a couple of means for you guys to support the channel, and we appreciate it going a long way. And get with us, trade with us, and if I do anything to help you make a few bucks, share the wealth, tip your host. And again, thanks a lot, PR Yeti, man. Always a pleasure having you. Always contributes to the chat, makes for good conversation. We got to get together and have a beer. So all right, back to the drawing board here. So that flag triggered, but what I'm looking at is this trend reversal. This reverse micro trend, rather, if you will. So we're looking at a downtrend on the dailies. Still, I would like to see that turn around. We had that grind up. Here we're coming back, giving it all back. I don't want to go all the way back down, but this is a good place to give it back. I'm watching that reverse micro trend. You know how accurate that trade is, that setup is. Whenever we get a reverse micro trend, we usually get that nice push down on the break. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to break, but that's the sentiment. That's the feel. And I just want to take a quick look because we were talking about that trend reversal pattern on the weekly, and it's kind of putting in. And here's a weekly flag, which could be scary. We bounce around here for the week, which I don't think is really going to happen. I think we're going to get a little more aggressive move. But if we could move up a little bit. But if we get that flag and that flag triggers, that's going to be a big push down. So this is around where everybody wanted to see it stop. And it would be encouraging if it did stop right here. And this is a beautiful trend reversal pattern. It could be better, but it's a pretty nice trend reversal pattern. We got a nice, we killed the downtrend, right? Here's the downtrend in the weekly. Here's a higher high, a higher high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. That stops that trend. Boom, stop the trend right there. Now we can go into consolidation. And if we put in a higher low and start moving up, we can expect a higher high. That's a nice trade. You know, you break that high, you know you're going a little higher. How much higher, we don't know. Probably challenge that 46. So that's what we'd like to see. We got to get that move up. How it could be better is if we put in this lower low, another lower high, and then a lower low, a higher low again. And that's a better trend reversal pattern because we know the next move would be the higher high. So you always want to, I mean, for the setup, for the proper setup, you want to see, the higher low being made first and then the higher high. But for a break in the trend, this is good. Now we could just, it could go either way. It could go consolidation, or it could break and start a trend to the upside. So this is what we're watching here, man. It's encouraging. It's encouraging. And the 36.50, I mean, breaking that, the whole idea is out the window. It still could go into consolidation, but now we're looking at a consolidation with a bias to go down. So not what we want to see. Not what we want to see. This is what we want to see. We want to see it go to the upside. All right. Anything else? Nah, I got no rants. I had a nice weekend. I hope everybody else had a nice weekend. I'm in the middle of torrential rains right now. Started last night. My driveway's probably getting washed out. I got about a quarter mile of driveway that comes off the mountain, and I had a few people managing the property, and the plow guy just dug and just trashed the contour of my road, and now it just gets washed out. I got to get in there and start doing that shit. So yeah, I'm just heading down the mountain. I haven't left the mountain all weekend. So yeah, I got to take a look, see what that looks like tomorrow morning. All right. So anyway, subscribe, hit your bell, hit your like. I appreciate everybody stopping in, checking me out. We've had a lot of new subscribers over the past couple of months. Actually, even the past few weeks since we started doing the live stream at 9 o'clock. A lot of people have signed on and are checking me out, and getting a lot of communication. A couple of people hopped on to Patreon with us, and things are starting to happen. I mean, it's not Wall Street happening where it's fast and dynamic, but spread the word, help me out, help me get that vibe. I could use a little adrenaline boost. So everybody, hey, calm and cool when you trade. You should be at peace, nice and centered when you're entering those trades, not feel any anxiety, any hang-ups, and good luck with your trading.